Hi everyone, welcome to Balutakai, and we're about to do some field graft of lamb has avocado. Well, there's some questioning about calling it lamb has or just plainly lamb avocados. So what I'm doing right now is choosing some branch tips that would make an ideal scion. So what I'm looking for is something with a swollen bud or something that's about to burst new leaves in the next few days or weeks. Please note that I'm not a professional grafter. I'm just practicing and learning from YouTube University. And this is what the scion looks like. Look at the tip, it's swollen, along with where the leaves were, there are swollen buds, and hopefully this would burst into new leaves in the next days or even weeks. Now let's walk over to the rootstock where we're going to be grafting the scion to. The rootstock was actually planted more than 3 months ago and waited for the plant to show some active signs of growth before attempting to graft. So if you notice, the plant has a lot of leaves and also some stems, and that I'll be trimming off and maintaining just one stem so that all the nutrients would go to the graft. Now I'm gonna start preparing the rootstock by slicing it in the center of the branch so that I could insert the scion into it. I just have to use my non-dominant thumb to push down the blade so that I don't slice my fingers. Now I'm making a deep V-cut on the scion, which allows for the scion to have greater surface area to come in contact with the rootstock. I'm still struggling with making nice, long, clean cuts on the scion. Now it's time to insert the scion to the rootstock, making sure that the cambium layer of the scion and the rootstock align and that there are no gaps in between. Let's secure the point where the rootstock and the scion meet, which would be the future graft union. But before putting the grafting tape, let's make sure that the scion and the rootstock cambium layer still align. And now let's put the grafting tape on snugly. Not too tight to damage the tissues of the scion and the rootstock, but tight enough to make sure that the scion is in place, preventing it from wobbling. After securing the graft union place, let's also cover the rest of the scion with the grafting tape. This is done to prevent the scion from drying up due to transpiration, as it is still trying to connect to the rootstock. I'm trying to be gentle enough to cover the swollen buds with the grafting tape, but I'm also making sure that it's pretty tight so that moisture doesn't escape the scion and cause it to dry up or cause water to come into the scion and cause some possible rotting. Although the grafting tape self-sticks, I still tie a knot to make sure that it doesn't come loose. I noticed that I didn't do a good job on covering the scion, so I'm just putting another layer of grafting tape over what I did to make sure that the whole area is covered well. It's very important to make sure that water doesn't come in or moisture doesn't escape the scion so that it doesn't dry up. And let's protect what we grafted by putting a clear plastic over it and securing it with some twist tie to make sure that it doesn't get blown by the wind. And let's wait 2 to 3 weeks to see if there's any growth happening and if the graft did take. Thank you, and happy planting and happy grafting.